Unlock the Future of Education with AI. Written and published by C.Irmici. Feel free to subscribe for more content. Now let's get into the book. Introduction: Unleashing the Power of AI in Education. As technology advances at an unprecedented pace, we find ourselves on the brink of an educational transformation that was once the stuff of science fiction. Artificial intelligence, AI, a tool that just a decade ago seemed confined to experimental labs and tech conferences, is rapidly emerging as an invaluable asset in classrooms, administrative offices, and learning platforms worldwide. The role of AI in education is more than a temporary trend. It is a profound shift in how we approach teaching, learning, and student engagement. In this book, we explore not only the how of AI in education, but, more importantly, the why, the reasons that make AI so uniquely suited to address long-standing educational challenges. Imagine a classroom where every student's needs, interests, and abilities are met through customized lesson plans, timely feedback, and adaptive learning strategies. AI holds the promise of making this vision a reality, offering personalized learning paths that empower students to reach their fullest potential. The traditional one-size-fits-all model of education is quickly becoming outdated, and AI offers an antidote by recognizing and responding to the diverse needs of each learner. Beyond individual customization, AI has the power to bridge gaps in global education, allowing teachers and students from all over the world to connect and collaborate, regardless of geographical or linguistic barriers. However, this journey isn't without its challenges. Alongside the possibilities come questions about privacy, ethical implications, and the ever-evolving relationship between humans and machines. As AI becomes more embedded in education, society must confront these complex issues to create a learning environment that is as safe and inclusive as it is innovative. In the pages that follow, we'll journey through the many facets of AI in education, from its most promising applications to the ethical dilemmas that must be addressed. From intelligent tutoring systems that support teachers, to personalized learning paths, and even emotional AI that can enhance social-emotional learning, each chapter explores a different aspect of this technological revolution. By the end, we'll not only have a clearer picture of what AI can achieve, but also of the mindful steps required to integrate it responsibly. As we embark on this exploration, let us envision a future where AI empowers students, supports teachers, and fosters a global community committed to lifelong learning. AI in education is not just about machines doing the teaching. It's about creating a richer, more inclusive learning experience that is adaptable, engaging, and equitable for all. Chapter 1: Understanding AI, an overview of technology in education. In the quest to understand AI's potential in reshaping education, we first need to unpack what AI truly is, what it can do, and why it is seen as a revolutionary force in the classroom. Artificial intelligence, at its core, refers to computer systems that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence, such as recognizing speech, interpreting complex patterns, solving problems, and even understanding natural language. While these abilities might seem simple to the average person, they represent vast leaps in technological innovation. Applying such capabilities to education introduces a powerful tool capable of transforming not only the mechanics of learning but also the ways educators and students interact. AI's journey into education didn't happen overnight. For decades, education systems relied heavily on standardized methods, textbooks, written exams, and traditional lectures. Though effective in delivering core knowledge, these methods often fall short in recognizing and catering to the individual learning styles, strengths, and weaknesses of each student. The rise of digital technologies in the late 20th century began chipping away at these limitations, introducing online learning platforms and computer-aided instruction. Yet, even these early digital tools lacked the ability to adapt dynamically to each learner's pace, preferences, or emotional needs. With the advent of AI, we now have the capacity to go beyond static methods and into an era of highly personalized, adaptive learning. Imagine a student who struggles with mathematics but excels in language arts. In a traditional classroom setting, this student might receive the same instruction in math as everyone else, leaving them to either catch up outside of class or possibly fall behind. An AI-driven learning system, on the other hand, could recognize the student's unique challenges and adjust lessons accordingly, providing targeted resources and additional practice in math while accelerating their progress in language arts. It does this by gathering and analyzing data on the student's performance, identifying areas of strength and difficulty, and then using this insight to shape future lessons. AI in education isn't just limited to students' learning experiences, it also has the potential to fundamentally alter the role of teachers. Some might worry that AI will replace teachers, but in reality, AI functions best as a collaborator. Consider it a tireless assistant that can take over routine administrative tasks such as grading assignments, organizing learning materials, and even monitoring student progress. By handling these time-consuming chores, AI frees educators to focus on the most impactful parts of their job, providing guidance, offering personalized feedback, and cultivating the social and emotional skills of their students. Instead of reducing the role of teachers, AI actually elevates it, allowing teachers to be more present and engaged in the classroom. One of the most promising applications of AI is its capacity for adaptive learning, where lessons are customized in real time based on each student's interactions. Take, for instance, an AI-based math app used in a classroom. The app doesn't simply give the same set of questions to all students. Instead, it assesses each student's responses, identifies patterns in their errors, and adjusts the difficulty and type of questions accordingly. For a student struggling with multiplication, the app might introduce visual aids or simpler problems to build confidence, while a more advanced student could be given challenging problem sets. This adaptability is critical, as it allows students to learn at their own pace and style, often resulting in more meaningful engagement and improved outcomes. AI also brings enormous benefits to areas that go beyond traditional academic subjects. One of the lesser discussed yet profound areas where AI is making strides is in social-emotional learning, SEL. SEL encompasses a range of skills that help students manage emotions, set goals, show empathy, and establish positive relationships, skills that are invaluable both in school and beyond. Using what's known as emotional AI, educational systems can gauge a student's emotional state through subtle cues, such as tone of voice, facial expressions, or patterns in their interactions with digital platforms. While this may sound complex, it's essentially about using technology to identify when a student might be feeling frustrated, disengaged, or even anxious, allowing educators to intervene appropriately. For instance, if a student frequently shows signs of frustration during math assignments, the AI system could alert the teacher, prompting additional support or an adjustment in the lesson plan. In this way, AI acts as a support system that helps educators recognize and respond to the emotional needs of their students, an aspect of teaching that's often challenging in large classrooms. Despite the immense promise of AI, its integration into education also raises important questions. Privacy is a key concern, as AI systems rely heavily on gathering and analyzing data. For AI to be effective, it must collect detailed information about each student's progress, habits, and, in some cases, even their emotional responses. This data is invaluable for creating personalized learning experiences, but it also poses risks if mismanaged. Schools and tech companies face the responsibility of ensuring that students' data is handled securely and ethically. Balancing the benefits of AI with the need to protect students' privacy is an ongoing challenge, and one that will shape the way AI is used in education. Moreover, there is the issue of bias. AI systems learn from the data they are trained on, which means that if the data contains biases, the AI's behavior will reflect them. This can be particularly problematic in education, where students come from diverse backgrounds and have different learning needs. An AI system that hasn't been designed with inclusivity in mind could inadvertently reinforce stereotypes or overlook the unique strengths of certain students. As we move forward, it will be essential to develop AI systems that are transparent and fair, allowing for the same quality of learning experience across all demographics. Ultimately, the role of AI in education is still evolving, but the possibilities it brings are both exciting and transformative. As the technology continues to improve, we are likely to see an education system that is more flexible, more inclusive, and better equipped to prepare students for an ever-changing world. AI offers the promise of a future where every student can receive a truly personalized education, where teachers have more time to focus on meaningful interactions, and where education is accessible to all, regardless of location or background. Chapter 2: The Evolution of Learning from Traditional to AI-Powered. Education has long been one of society's most powerful institutions, shaping minds, communities, and even entire nations. Yet, for centuries, the basic structure of education remained relatively unchanged: rows of desks, a teacher at the front, textbooks for each subject, and examinations designed to assess the uniform understanding of material. In recent decades, however, the world has entered a period of extraordinary technological advancement that has not only introduced new methods of delivering education but also brought about a philosophical shift in how we view learning. Artificial intelligence, AI, stands at the forefront of this revolution, poised to redefine how we teach, learn, and interact within the educational ecosystem. To appreciate the transformative impact of AI in education, it's essential to understand the journey of learning from traditional methods to digital tools and, ultimately, to AI-driven systems. The traditional model of education, which many of us are familiar with, relies on a standardized approach. Students receive the same instruction, read from the same textbooks, and follow a fixed curriculum. The benefits of this approach are its simplicity and scalability. A single teacher can guide a classroom of students through a set syllabus within a specific time frame. However, this one-size-fits-all approach often fails to account for the individual needs of students, who may have diverse learning styles, varying levels of understanding, or even distinct personal interests. In the traditional system, students who struggle with certain concepts might be left behind, while those who grasp material quickly may become disengaged due to a lack of challenge. With the advent of digital tools in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, education began its first steps toward personalization. Computers and the Internet introduced new ways to access information, allowing students to learn independently outside the constraints of the classroom. The rise of online courses, interactive learning platforms, and educational software marked a departure from purely traditional methods. For the first time, students could learn at their own pace, review material as needed, and access resources from anywhere. This digital shift offered flexibility and convenience but was still largely a supplement to the core educational experience rather than a replacement. The content was still largely static. Online courses often followed a linear structure, similar to traditional textbooks, and did not adapt to individual learners' progress or abilities. AI, however, takes digital education a step further by introducing adaptability, intelligence, and responsiveness. Unlike traditional digital tools, AI-driven educational systems can assess each student's strengths, weaknesses, and learning preferences in real time, adjusting the content and approach to fit the individual. For instance, imagine a student learning a foreign language through an AI-powered app. Instead of simply moving from lesson to lesson in a preset order, the app could monitor the student's pronunciation, vocabulary retention, and even mistakes made in grammar. Based on this information, it might repeat certain exercises, introduce new ones, or suggest alternative methods to reinforce learning. The AI essentially becomes a personal tutor, tailoring the experience to the needs of the student in a way that a static online course cannot. But the impact of AI on education extends far beyond individual tutoring. It introduces a holistic view of learning that takes into account each student's journey, blending academic development with emotional and social growth. In traditional education, assessments are usually based on test scores or grades, metrics that don't fully capture the nuances of a student's progress. AI systems, by contrast, can provide educators with deep insights into students' engagement levels, emotional well-being, and even the development of soft skills like teamwork, empathy, and resilience. For example, in a virtual group project, an AI-driven platform could monitor how often each student contributes, how they respond to feedback, and how they collaborate with others. This data, in turn, provides a more comprehensive picture of the student, allowing teachers to intervene constructively or offer support as needed. AI also fosters an environment of continuous, lifelong learning, something that the traditional model struggles to support. Historically, education has been viewed as a phase of life rather than an ongoing journey. Students would complete their schooling, perhaps pursue higher education, and then transition into their careers, with only occasional training or professional development thereafter. AI, however, is making it possible for learning to be woven into the fabric of daily life, regardless of age or career stage. Through adaptive learning platforms, online courses, and personalized recommendations, individuals can now access knowledge and skills at any time, developing new competencies or exploring personal interests whenever they choose. This evolution reflects a broader societal shift toward lifelong learning, where education is not confined to a classroom but is accessible on demand, tailored to each person's unique path. Moreover, AI has the potential to bridge significant educational gaps around the world, especially in underserved regions where access to high-quality teachers, materials, and infrastructure is limited. In areas where trained educators are scarce, AI-powered platforms can deliver consistent, high-quality instruction, reaching students who might otherwise lack educational opportunities. These platforms can be accessed via mobile devices, which are increasingly prevalent even in low-income areas, making education more accessible and equitable. A child in a rural village with no school nearby, for instance, could learn to read, write, and understand basic mathematics through an AI-powered app, gaining the foundation needed to continue their education in other ways. The rise of AI in education also redefines the roles of teachers and students, shifting the focus from memorization and rote learning to critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving. In traditional classrooms, much of the teacher's role has involved delivering information, whether through lectures, readings, or guided practice. However, with AI taking on some of the more routine instructional and assessment tasks, teachers are free to engage students in deeper, more meaningful learning experiences. They can become facilitators, mentors, and guides, helping students not just acquire knowledge but understand how to apply it in real-world contexts. This shift is particularly valuable in preparing students for the future workforce, where automation and rapid technological change demand adaptable, creative thinkers rather than individuals trained only in specific skills or memorized facts. Yet, as AI-powered learning becomes more prominent, it also raises questions about how to maintain a human-centered approach in education. AI systems, while incredibly advanced, lack the human qualities that make education so impactful: empathy, creativity, and the ability to inspire. A teacher's encouragement, a sense of shared curiosity, and the development of interpersonal skills are irreplaceable aspects of learning that AI cannot replicate. Thus, The goal is not to substitute teachers with AI but to create a collaborative environment where AI assists educators in enhancing their teaching and deepening their connection with students. As AI takes on data-heavy and repetitive tasks, it allows teachers to be more present, focusing on the moments of personal interaction that define meaningful learning experiences. In essence, the evolution from traditional to AI-powered education represents more than just a technological upgrade. It reflects a paradigm shift. Education is no longer about imparting a static body of knowledge to a passive audience, but about creating a dynamic, personalized, and interactive learning environment where each student can thrive. This shift isn't without challenges. Privacy concerns, ethical questions, and the risk of over-reliance on technology are all issues that must be thoughtfully addressed. However, if integrated responsibly, AI offers an unprecedented opportunity to enhance education in ways that were once unimaginable. As we continue to explore the applications of AI in the chapters that follow, from personalized learning paths to ethical considerations, it becomes clear that AI is not just a tool, it is a partner in the learning journey. In the hands of skilled educators, AI can amplify the effectiveness of teaching, helping every student to discover their potential and pursue their passions. This is the vision of education in the 21st century, an ecosystem where technology and humanity work together to create an empowered, informed, and engaged global society. Chapter 3: Personalized Learning Paths, AI's Role in Individualized Education. Education has long strived for the goal of individualized learning, an approach where each student's unique needs, strengths, and interests are recognized and met with tailored instruction. Historically, this has been a formidable challenge due to the constraints of traditional classroom environments, where teachers often face large numbers of students and limited time. Enter artificial intelligence, AI, which is now reshaping the way we understand and implement personalized learning on a scale that was previously unimaginable. Through its ability to adapt in real time, analyze vast amounts of data, and offer individualized pathways, AI brings us closer to realizing the dream of truly personalized education. Imagine a student named Sarah, who has always struggled with reading comprehension but excels in mathematics. In a conventional classroom, Sarah would likely move through subjects at the same pace as her classmates, regardless of her specific needs. Her teacher, handling dozens of students, may not have the time or resources to provide Sarah with specialized reading exercises or additional math challenges. Here is where AI steps in as a game changer. An AI-powered learning platform used by Sarah could assess her reading comprehension and identify areas that require reinforcement, such as vocabulary or inferential understanding, while simultaneously advancing her in math with more challenging exercises to keep her engaged. In essence, AI allows Sarah to receive a completely customized learning experience, one that adjusts dynamically to her pace and progress. The magic of AI-driven personalized learning lies in the concept of adaptive learning. Adaptive learning technology creates a responsive educational environment that modifies the content, pace, and approach based on each student's performance and engagement levels. Picture an AI-driven learning app that Sarah uses daily for her studies. As she progresses through lessons, the app tracks her answers, noting where she excels and where she struggles. If she struggles with interpreting certain vocabulary in a reading passage, the system might introduce flashcards, simplified explanations, or additional context to help her build those specific skills. On the other hand, if she breezes through a set of math problems, the app could introduce more complex tasks or incorporate real-world problem-solving scenarios to further engage her intellect. This continuous, real-time adaptability is the hallmark of AI's role in personalized learning, allowing each student to progress at a pace and depth suited to them. Moreover, AI-powered personalized learning doesn't just respond to academic performance. It also considers other factors that impact a student's experience, such as motivation and engagement. Motivation is a critical, though often overlooked, element of learning. Many students struggle not because they lack ability but because they lack interest or engagement with the material. AI systems are uniquely positioned to address this by offering a diversity of learning styles and formats that can be tailored to the student's preferences. For instance, some students learn better through visual aids, while others may prefer audio or hands-on activities. With AI, an education platform could detect when a student like Sarah is losing focus during text-heavy material and adapt by introducing interactive elements, such as videos, quizzes, or puzzles, to re-engage her attention. Another key benefit of AI-powered personalized learning paths is the immediacy of feedback. In traditional classrooms, feedback often comes in the form of graded assignments or tests, which may take days, if not weeks, to return to the student. This delay can impede learning, as students may not receive timely insights into their mistakes or misunderstandings. With AI, feedback becomes instantaneous. If Sarah misinterprets a concept or makes a mistake in a practice exercise, the AI can identify the error and provide corrective guidance immediately. This just-in-time feedback keeps her learning process fluid and allows her to address misunderstandings before they solidify, fostering a much deeper understanding of the material. Furthermore, such immediate feedback creates a positive feedback loop, where students feel more confident and supported in their learning journey. AI's role in personalized learning also extends to goal setting and tracking progress. In a personalized learning environment, goals are not static but evolve as the student progresses. AI can help students and educators set achievable goals based on individual progress, adjusting them as needed to keep students both challenged and motivated. Consider Sarah, who might begin the year with the objective of improving her reading comprehension to grade level. As the AI tracks her progress and detects significant improvement, it could set new goals, such as developing inferential reading skills or engaging with more advanced literary themes. This dynamic goal setting keeps Sarah invested in her learning, giving her a sense of ownership and accomplishment. In this personalized landscape, teachers play an equally essential role. Far from making teachers obsolete, AI empowers them to be more effective facilitators and mentors. With the support of AI, teachers can gain insights into each student's progress that would otherwise be difficult to obtain manually. They can access dashboards that provide a detailed view of how each student is performing across different competencies, which allows them to identify students who may need additional support or those who are ready for advanced challenges. For example, Sarah's teacher can see at a glance that while Sarah is advancing in math, she needs extra help with reading comprehension. This level of insight enables teachers to offer targeted support during in-person instruction, maximizing their impact and making their time with each student more meaningful. One of the most remarkable aspects of AI in personalized learning is its potential to cater to neurodiverse learners, students with different cognitive and learning needs, such as those on the autism spectrum or those with ADHD. Traditional education often falls short in addressing these students' unique needs, sometimes leading to a one-size-fits-all approach that doesn't serve them effectively. With AI, however, learning paths can be customized to suit various learning styles, providing accommodations and adjustments that allow neurodiverse students to thrive. For instance, an AI learning platform could detect when a student with ADHD begins to disengage, suggesting brief, interactive tasks or brain breaks to keep them engaged. Likewise, for students with dyslexia, the system could introduce tools such as text-to-speech or visual aids to enhance comprehension. Despite its advantages, the implementation of AI in personalized learning also brings important ethical and practical questions. Privacy is a primary concern. Personalized learning systems rely on gathering detailed data about each student's progress, learning habits, and even emotional responses. This data is crucial for the system's ability to adapt and provide effective feedback, but it also raises questions about who has access to this information and how it is stored. Schools and educational institutions must ensure that data privacy regulations are strictly followed, protecting students' sensitive information from misuse or unauthorized access. Additionally, there is the risk of over-reliance on AI, which could lead to an erosion of interpersonal skills. Learning is not purely an academic endeavor. It is also a social and emotional experience. The presence of a teacher and peer interactions play an invaluable role in developing social skills, empathy, and the ability to work collaboratively. While AI can provide personalization in learning, it cannot replicate the sense of community and the interpersonal dynamics that are part of a classroom environment. As AI continues to shape personalized learning paths, it is essential that educators, parents, and technologists find a balance between technology and human interaction, ensuring that students receive a well-rounded education that includes both personalized academic support and social engagement. In summary, AI's role in creating personalized learning paths is a revolutionary step in modern education, offering students a level of individualized instruction that was previously unachievable in traditional settings. From adapting to unique learning paces to offering immediate feedback and setting evolving goals, AI transforms the learning experience into something dynamic, engaging, and highly effective. It allows each student, like Sarah, to learn in a way that respects their unique strengths and addresses their specific needs, creating a more inclusive and empowering education system. Yet, as we embrace these innovations, we must remain mindful of the ethical considerations and the irreplaceable value of human interaction. As we move forward, AI and educators must work in tandem to ensure that the future of education is not only personalized but also holistic, preparing students for the complexities of a rapidly changing world. Chapter 4: Intelligent Tutoring Systems, AI as the New Teacher's Assistant. In the traditional classroom setting, students' academic success has often depended heavily on their access to individualized attention. Many educators have long known that students benefit greatly from one-on-one guidance, where teachers can tailor explanations, give specific feedback, and answer questions in real time. However, providing this kind of individualized support to every student, especially in crowded classrooms, is often unrealistic due to time and resource constraints. This is where artificial intelligence, particularly through intelligent tutoring systems, ITS, is stepping in to bridge the gap, offering personalized assistance that complements the teacher's role and brings an unprecedented level of individual support to every student. At the heart of an ITS lies the ability to simulate a one-on-one tutoring experience. Unlike static digital tools, ITS is designed to actively engage with students, guiding them through learning activities in a way that mimics a human tutor. These systems can answer questions, provide explanations, offer hints, and even ask thought-provoking questions to help deepen understanding. Picture a student named Alex, who struggles with algebra concepts, particularly linear equations. An ITS can identify Alex's specific misunderstandings. Perhaps he finds it difficult to understand the idea of variables, and then adapt its teaching approach to provide clearer explanations, practice problems, and feedback until he achieves comprehension. This individualized support allows students to learn at their own pace and provides a level of assistance that's difficult to achieve in a traditional classroom setting. The magic of intelligent tutoring systems lies in their adaptability and responsiveness, which make them highly effective learning companions. Unlike traditional educational software that follows a rigid structure, ITS employs AI algorithms to analyze each student's learning process. The system constantly monitors how a student interacts with the material, tracking their responses, understanding their mistakes, and recognizing patterns in their learning behavior. For example, if Alex repeatedly struggles with a particular concept or type of problem, the ITS can adjust the lesson to provide more focused practice, breaking down the material into simpler parts, and offering different explanations or analogies until Alex fully grasps the concept. This level of adaptability ensures that each student receives a unique learning experience tailored specifically to their needs, strengths, and weaknesses. Beyond personalized explanations and practice, intelligent tutoring systems are invaluable for their ability to provide instant, specific feedback, a feature that significantly enhances learning. In traditional classrooms, feedback is often delayed. A student may complete an assignment only to wait days for it to be graded and returned with comments. This delay can slow down the learning process, as students may not immediately realize or understand their mistakes. With ITS, feedback is immediate and specific, addressing errors as soon as they occur. If Alex, for instance, misinterprets an algebraic rule while solving a problem, the ITS can instantly highlight the error and explain the correct approach, guiding him through the steps until he understands. This immediate feedback loop reinforces learning, helps students correct misunderstandings in real time, and increases confidence by providing the assurance that they are on the right track. An equally powerful feature of intelligent tutoring systems is their ability to offer differentiated instruction that is continuously refined based on student performance. Each student has unique learning preferences. Some excel with visual aids, while others may benefit more from step-by-step, written explanations or interactive problem-solving exercises. ITS can detect these preferences over time and adjust the delivery of content to match the student's preferred learning style. For example, a visual learner might receive diagrams and graphical representations, while a student who prefers hands-on practice may be given more interactive exercises. This continuous customization ensures that each student receives a learning experience aligned with how they learn best, fostering deeper understanding and engagement. The benefits of intelligent tutoring systems extend beyond academic performance. These systems also play a crucial role in boosting student motivation and confidence. Learning can be an intimidating journey, especially for students who struggle with certain subjects. Traditional educational models may unintentionally lead some students to feel left behind or frustrated if they do not keep up with the rest of the class. By offering personalized support, ITS provides students with a safe space to learn at their own pace, without fear of judgment or embarrassment. This individualized attention allows students to gain confidence in their abilities as they progress, often resulting in greater enthusiasm and a more positive attitude toward learning. For example, a student who previously dreaded math might find a renewed sense of interest and enjoyment as they experience consistent success and understanding with the help of an ITS, transforming their relationship with the subject. One of the most groundbreaking aspects of intelligent tutoring systems is their potential to support diverse learning needs, including students with learning disabilities or those who require specialized assistance. Traditional classrooms may struggle to meet the needs of all students equally, especially when students have unique challenges such as dyslexia, ADHD, or autism spectrum disorders. An ITS, however, can adjust its pace, instructional style, and difficulty level based on each student's individual needs, making learning more accessible and inclusive. For instance, an ITS tailored for a student with dyslexia might present information in a more visually supportive way, with larger fonts or text-to-speech features, helping the student better understand and retain the material. Similarly, for a student with ADHD, the system might incorporate short, engaging exercises with frequent breaks to maintain focus and reduce cognitive overload. These accommodations create a more equitable learning environment, ensuring that every student has the tools they need to succeed. While intelligent tutoring systems offer immense benefits, their integration into education also presents challenges and raises important considerations. One of the foremost concerns is the potential for ITS to overshadow the importance of human relationships in learning. Learning is not purely about acquiring information. It is also a social and emotional experience that involves mentorship, empathy, and guidance. Human teachers bring qualities that technology cannot replicate, such as the ability to inspire, connect emotionally, and foster a sense of belonging. While ITS can provide personalized instruction and feedback, it lacks the human touch that makes learning a transformative experience. Therefore, ITS should be viewed as a supplement rather than a replacement, providing additional support that allows teachers to focus on building strong, positive relationships with their students. Additionally, there is the issue of accessibility and cost. Implementing intelligent tutoring systems requires resources, technology infrastructure, training, and ongoing maintenance, which may not be feasible for all schools, especially those in underserved communities. While ITS has the potential to close educational gaps by providing personalized learning for all, it is essential to address disparities in access. Policymakers, educators, and tech companies must work together to make these systems widely available, ensuring that students from all backgrounds have the opportunity to benefit from personalized learning. Furthermore, intelligent tutoring systems must be carefully designed to avoid unintended biases. Like all AI-driven systems, ITS learns from data, meaning that any bias present in the data can affect the system's behavior. For example, if an ITS is primarily trained on data from high-performing students, it might inadvertently set expectations or provide feedback that is misaligned with the needs of students at different academic levels. This can create an environment where some students feel discouraged or unsupported. To prevent such biases, developers must ensure that ITS are trained on diverse, representative data and are regularly audited to maintain fairness and inclusivity. In summary, intelligent tutoring systems represent a major advancement in educational technology, offering a level of personalized support that was once unattainable in traditional settings. By adapting to individual learning needs, providing real-time feedback, and fostering motivation, ITS enhances the educational experience for students across the board. It serves as an invaluable resource, especially for students who may require additional help or for those who benefit from differentiated instruction. However, the integration of ITS must be handled thoughtfully, preserving the essential role of human teachers and addressing potential challenges related to accessibility, cost, and bias. The future of intelligent tutoring systems holds exciting possibilities. As these systems continue to evolve, they are likely to become even more sophisticated, incorporating advances in natural language processing, emotional AI, and machine learning. Future ITS could simulate more nuanced human interactions, providing not only academic support but also social-emotional guidance that can further enrich the learning experience. As ITS and human educators work hand in hand, we move closer to a world where every student receives the individualized attention they deserve, where learning is both effective and enjoyable, and where the classroom truly becomes a place of growth and discovery for all. Chapter 5: Breaking Language Barriers, AI in Global Classrooms. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, the importance of communication and mutual understanding between cultures has never been greater. Language is at the heart of this connection, yet it remains one of the most significant barriers to universal access to quality education. Millions of students worldwide face obstacles simply because the language of instruction is not their first language. Traditional education systems, with limited resources for multilingual support, often struggle to provide adequate accommodations for non-native speakers. Here, AI is emerging as a powerful tool to bridge language gaps, making education accessible and inclusive on a global scale. Through advanced language processing, translation tools, and multilingual learning platforms, AI is redefining the possibilities of a borderless education where language is no longer a barrier to learning. At the core of AI's ability to break down language barriers is natural language processing, NLP, a branch of AI focused on enabling machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language. NLP has advanced rapidly in recent years, bringing with it sophisticated translation capabilities that go beyond mere word-for-word interpretation. Today, AI-powered translation tools can interpret the nuances, idioms, and cultural references embedded in different languages. For instance, an AI-driven translation system in a global classroom setting doesn't just translate words directly, it adapts phrases to retain their intended meaning and relevance, creating a learning experience that feels natural and accessible. Through NLP, AI can provide non-native speakers with accurate translations of complex educational materials, helping them understand lessons in their preferred language without losing the essence of the content. Imagine a student named May, who has recently moved from China to a school in the United States. May is excited to learn but finds the language barrier daunting, as she struggles to understand the instructions given in English. In a traditional classroom, she might rely on basic translation apps, peers, or her teacher to explain complex concepts, which can be time-consuming and frustrating. However, with AI-powered translation tools embedded in her learning platform, May can access real-time translations of lesson content, classroom discussions, and even feedback on assignments. These translations not only bridge the immediate gap but also provide May with a more fluid and engaging learning experience, allowing her to participate actively alongside her English-speaking classmates. By removing language as an obstacle, AI empowers May to learn on an equal footing, giving her the confidence and tools to succeed. Beyond real-time translations, AI-driven multilingual support extends to various aspects of classroom interactions, creating an inclusive environment where students from diverse linguistic backgrounds can thrive. Language barriers often limit students' participation in classroom discussions, group activities, and collaborative projects, which are crucial components of a well-rounded education. However, with AI-driven language support, students can communicate seamlessly with their peers and teachers, fostering a sense of belonging and encouraging meaningful contributions. For instance, in a global virtual classroom with students from various countries, AI translation tools can provide real-time language conversion, allowing each student to participate and express their ideas in their native language. This inclusive approach not only enhances each student's learning experience but also promotes cross-cultural understanding and respect among students. AI is also playing a transformative role in developing personalized language learning pathways for students learning a new language. Learning a second language is a complex journey that varies greatly from student to student. Some students may struggle with pronunciation, while others find grammar challenging, and still others may need more practice with vocabulary. AI-powered language learning apps are designed to identify these individual challenges and provide targeted assistance, adjusting the difficulty and focus of lessons based on each student's progress. Consider a student named Ahmed, who is learning English as a second language. Using an AI-powered language app, Ahmed receives tailored exercises that focus on his specific weaknesses, such as verb conjugation or sentence structure. The app might provide additional examples, visual aids, and practice sentences, adapting each lesson to Ahmed's pace. As Ahmed progresses, the app continuously monitors his improvement, shifting the focus to new areas and advancing to more complex topics. This level of personalization is far more effective than generic language lessons, enabling students like Ahmed to achieve fluency at their own speed and according to their unique needs. In addition to individual learning support, AI is enabling schools to offer multilingual resources that enhance overall accessibility. Digital textbooks, learning modules, and instructional videos can now be translated into multiple languages, allowing schools to serve a more diverse student population without the need for extensive manual translation efforts. This approach is especially beneficial for schools in multicultural communities or regions with a high number of immigrant students. For example, in a school district with students from various linguistic backgrounds, AI-driven platforms can automatically translate core educational materials into the preferred language of each student, making subjects like math, science, and history more accessible. This ensures that all students receive the same quality of education, regardless of their native language, and helps prevent language barriers from hindering academic progress. Moreover, AI's potential to support language inclusivity extends beyond the classroom and into the realm of parental involvement. For many non-native families, language barriers limit their ability to participate in their children's education fully. Parent-teacher conferences, school announcements, and student progress reports are often presented in the school's primary language, which can create a disconnect between non-native parents and the educational community. With AI-driven language translation tools, schools can bridge this gap by providing multilingual communication channels. For example, an AI system can translate a report card or a teacher's comments on a student's progress into the parent's preferred language, enabling families to stay informed and engaged in their child's academic journey. This inclusive communication not only benefits the student but also strengthens the bond between the school and the family, fostering a supportive and collaborative educational environment. The benefits of AI-driven multilingual support are significant, yet they also raise important questions about cultural sensitivity and language accuracy. Effective translation is not just about replacing words from one language with those of another. It involves understanding and conveying context, tone, and cultural nuances. For instance, a phrase or idiom that makes sense in English might not translate effectively into another language without losing its intended meaning. AI-driven translation tools, while advanced, are still developing in their ability to handle such complexities. In certain cases, there may be a risk of misinterpretation or oversimplification, which could impact a student's understanding of key concepts. To address this, developers must prioritize continuous improvement of NLP algorithms, ensuring that translations are not only accurate but also culturally appropriate. By incorporating cultural intelligence into AI, we can create learning tools that respect and honor linguistic diversity while effectively supporting education. Another potential concern is the risk of over-reliance on translation tools, which may hinder students from fully developing their language skills. While AI translation is invaluable in the early stages of learning, students ultimately benefit from becoming proficient in the primary language of instruction, especially if they plan to continue their education or work in that language. Therefore, it is crucial to strike a balance, using AI to facilitate understanding and accessibility while encouraging students to build their language skills independently. AI-driven language learning tools that promote gradual immersion, where students are gently encouraged to use the target language, can be highly effective in this regard. For example, an AI tool might initially offer translations but gradually reduce them as the student's proficiency grows, encouraging them to practice and apply their new language skills. Looking to the future, the integration of AI in breaking language barriers holds even greater promise. As AI systems become more sophisticated, we may see the development of tools that enable real-time language learning within the context of subject matter. Imagine a science class where students not only learn about chemistry but also acquire new vocabulary in their second language as part of the process. Through real-time language assistance, students can learn both the academic content and the language skills simultaneously, enriching their learning experience and fostering bilingual or even multilingual competencies. This integrated approach has the potential to reshape bilingual education, preparing students to navigate a globalized world where multiple language skills are increasingly valuable. Ultimately, AI's role in breaking language barriers is about more than just technology. It's about creating a more inclusive, equitable, and connected educational experience for students everywhere. By providing real-time translation, personalized language learning, and multilingual resources, AI empowers students from all linguistic backgrounds to participate fully in their education, to learn with confidence, and to express themselves openly. As AI continues to advance, it will bring us closer to a world where language is no longer a hindrance to education, but a bridge that connects students across cultures, fostering a global community of learners who can share knowledge, ideas, and aspirations. Chapter 6: Assessments and Evaluations, Data-Driven Progress Tracking. In education, assessments and evaluations have traditionally been the primary means of measuring student progress. Exams, quizzes, homework assignments, and standardized tests have served as benchmarks for understanding how well students grasp the material. However, these conventional methods often capture only a snapshot of a student's ability, reducing complex learning processes into simple scores that may not fully reflect a student's understanding, creativity, or growth over time. Enter artificial intelligence. With its capability to gather, analyze, and interpret vast amounts of data, providing a more nuanced, continuous, and personalized view of each student's journey. AI-driven assessments are now making it possible to redefine how we measure success in education, creating a system that focuses on development, adaptability, and holistic understanding rather than mere test scores. One of the fundamental shifts brought about by AI in assessments is the move from static, one-time testing to continuous, formative evaluation. In traditional models, assessments are often scheduled at the end of a unit, semester, or academic year, providing a retrospective look at what students have or have not learned. However, this approach has limitations. It offers limited insights into the learning process itself and lacks the flexibility to adapt to individual needs along the way. AI-powered assessments, by contrast, gather data continuously, monitoring a student's progress as they engage with lessons, complete exercises, and interact with learning materials. For instance, an AI-enabled learning platform might track a student's performance on a series of math exercises, noting not only the accuracy of their answers but also the time taken, the types of mistakes made, and their patterns of improvement. This real-time, ongoing feedback gives educators a dynamic view of each student's strengths, challenges, and development over time, allowing them to intervene and provide support when and where it's needed. Through continuous assessment, AI enables what is known as formative evaluation, a process that emphasizes improvement and growth rather than simply grading performance. For example, a student struggling with a specific math concept may receive additional practice problems tailored to address their misunderstandings, and the AI can track whether the student's comprehension improves with each attempt. Unlike traditional exams that provide a single opportunity to demonstrate understanding, AI assessments allow for iterative learning, where students can build their knowledge and skills progressively. In this way, AI fosters a growth-oriented mindset, where students see learning as an ongoing journey and are encouraged to improve incrementally rather than feeling pressured to perform perfectly on a single test. Another transformative aspect of AI in assessments is its ability to provide personalized, adaptive evaluations. In conventional testing, all students typically receive the same set of questions, regardless of their individual knowledge levels or learning progress. This one-size-fits-all approach can be limiting. Advanced students may find the material too easy, while those who need more foundational support may struggle with content they are not yet ready to tackle. AI-powered assessments, however, can dynamically adjust based on each student's performance. For instance, if a student demonstrates proficiency in solving basic algebra problems, the AI might introduce more complex questions to challenge them further. Conversely, if the student struggles with foundational concepts, The system may adjust by providing simpler problems or breaking down the content into smaller, manageable steps. This adaptive approach ensures that each student receives an assessment experience that matches their current abilities, maximizing both engagement and learning outcomes. AI-driven assessments also enable a deeper analysis of students' problem-solving strategies and critical thinking skills, aspects that are difficult to capture through traditional testing. In subjects like mathematics, science, or coding, AI can track not only whether a student arrived at the correct answer but also how they arrived at it. Did they use a logical, step-by-step approach? Did they make educated guesses or rely on trial and error? This granular level of detail reveals much more about a student's cognitive processes, providing educators with insights into how students think and approach problems. For example, a student tackling a complex physics problem might arrive at the correct answer through an unconventional method, while traditional assessments might simply reward or penalize based on the final answer. An AI system can recognize the creativity and innovation in the student's approach, offering feedback that acknowledges not just the result but the process. One of the most promising applications of AI in assessment is the potential to incorporate soft skills and social-emotional learning into evaluations. In today's interconnected world, skills such as collaboration, resilience, and emotional intelligence are increasingly recognized as vital to personal and professional success. However, these qualities are difficult to assess using conventional tests, which primarily focus on academic knowledge. AI-driven assessment systems can help bridge this gap by evaluating not only academic skills but also interpersonal and emotional development. For instance, in a group project setting, an AI platform might analyze how effectively students communicate, share responsibilities, and provide constructive feedback to each other. Such data can offer valuable insights into students' collaboration skills, helping educators support the development of essential soft skills that traditional testing overlooks. AI-based assessments also provide more accurate and equitable evaluations by minimizing the biases that sometimes affect traditional grading. Human grading, while valuable for many aspects of education, can occasionally be influenced by subjective factors, such as a teacher's expectations or unconscious biases. AI, by contrast, evaluates performance based solely on data, providing an objective measure of a student's abilities. For example, when evaluating essays, AI can be programmed to assess the structure, grammar, and argumentation without any preconceived notions, creating a level playing field for all students. However, it is important to note that AI systems are only as unbiased as the data they are trained on. If the initial data set includes certain biases, the AI may unintentionally perpetuate them. To address this, developers and educators must carefully audit AI algorithms and continuously refine them to ensure that they are fair, transparent, and representative of diverse student populations. Moreover, AI-powered assessments offer significant advantages in terms of efficiency and accessibility, particularly in large educational institutions. Traditional grading can be time-intensive, requiring teachers to evaluate dozens, if not hundreds, of assignments manually. This process often leads to delays in feedback, which can hinder students' ability to improve promptly. AI-driven grading systems, however, can process assignments almost instantaneously, providing immediate feedback to students and allowing teachers to focus their time on more interactive and strategic teaching activities. For example, in an English class, AI can assess students' grammar, syntax, and argumentation in essay writing, providing instant feedback on areas to improve, while teachers dedicate their time to refining students' critical thinking and creativity. This shift from grading to guidance transforms the educator's role, allowing them to focus on supporting students' growth rather than simply assessing their performance. The benefits of AI-powered assessments extend to formative assessments as well, where educators can use detailed data to identify patterns and trends in student performance across classes, subjects, and even academic years. This ability to track progress over time is invaluable for educators and administrators, as it allows them to make informed decisions regarding curriculum improvements, instructional strategies, and targeted interventions. For instance, if an AI system reveals that students across several classes consistently struggle with a particular math concept, educators can investigate whether the curriculum needs adjusting or if additional resources are required. By providing a comprehensive view of student learning trends, AI enables a more responsive and data-informed approach to education that supports students' success on a broader scale. While AI-driven assessments present numerous advantages, they also pose certain challenges, particularly concerning data privacy and security. The effectiveness of these systems depends on collecting and analyzing extensive data on each student's learning patterns, behavior, and performance. This reliance on data raises important ethical questions about student privacy and the potential for misuse of sensitive information. Educational institutions must take robust measures to protect student data, ensuring compliance with privacy regulations and implementing secure data handling protocols. Parents, students, and educators must be informed about how data is collected, used, and stored, fostering transparency and trust in AI-driven educational systems. Another consideration is the balance between AI-driven and human evaluation. While AI assessments offer efficiency and objectivity, they may lack the nuanced understanding that a human teacher brings. Certain assignments, such as creative writing or artistic projects, may be better suited to human evaluation, where subjective interpretation and appreciation of creativity play a crucial role. Therefore, a balanced approach is ideal, where AI-driven assessments complement, rather than replace, human judgment. By integrating AI with traditional methods, educators can achieve a holistic assessment strategy that combines the strengths of both. In conclusion, AI is transforming the landscape of assessments and evaluations, shifting the focus from single-point testing to continuous, personalized, and data-driven progress tracking. Through real-time feedback, adaptive assessments, and insights into cognitive and social-emotional skills, AI offers a more comprehensive view of each student's learning journey. These advancements create an environment that fosters growth, supports individual learning needs, and promotes a fairer, more objective evaluation process. As AI continues to evolve, the potential for more insightful, inclusive, and impactful assessments grows, bringing us closer to an educational system that truly reflects the capabilities, creativity, and aspirations of every student. Chapter 7: Emotional AI, Enhancing Social-Emotional Learning. While academic knowledge forms the backbone of traditional education, skills such as empathy, resilience, self-awareness, and social skills are equally essential for personal and professional success. These skills, often grouped under the umbrella of social-emotional learning (SEL), help individuals understand and manage their emotions, form healthy relationships, make responsible decisions, and navigate social complexities. Historically, these competencies have been challenging to measure and develop systematically within the classroom environment. However, with the advent of emotional AI, educators now have a tool to support and enhance SEL in ways that were previously unimaginable. Emotional AI, or affective computing, refers to the subset of artificial intelligence that can detect, interpret, and respond to human emotions. Using technologies such as facial recognition, speech analysis, and behavioral tracking, emotional AI analyzes a student's emotional cues, offering insights into their emotional state and engagement level. Imagine a student named Diego, who tends to withdraw and lose focus when feeling frustrated or anxious. Through subtle cues, such as decreased engagement with learning materials or changes in tone during speech interactions, Emotional AI can detect Diego's discomfort and prompt a supportive intervention. Rather than continuing to struggle in silence, Diego receives timely support, whether from an educator or an AI-based suggestion, helping him to manage his emotions and refocus on learning. In this way, emotional AI becomes a valuable partner in fostering self-regulation and emotional resilience. One of the primary advantages of emotional AI in education is its ability to provide real-time feedback on students' emotional well-being, allowing educators to respond in a timely and appropriate manner. Traditionally, teachers rely on verbal or visual cues to assess a student's emotional state, but in a busy classroom, subtle signs of frustration, confusion, or disengagement may go unnoticed. Emotional AI, however, constantly monitors each student's emotional responses, providing teachers with insights that might otherwise be missed. For instance, a student working on a challenging math problem may appear outwardly calm but may show signs of frustration through subtle facial expressions or decreased engagement. The AI system can flag this change, allowing the teacher to offer encouragement or additional support before the frustration escalates, fostering a more supportive and responsive learning environment. Beyond monitoring individual students, emotional AI can also play a significant role in shaping the overall emotional climate of the classroom. Classroom dynamics are complex, with each student bringing their own experiences, personalities, and emotions into the mix. Emotional AI provides educators with a clearer picture of the collective mood in the classroom, helping them to identify and address issues that affect the group. For example, if a significant portion of the class appears disengaged or anxious, the teacher can adjust their approach, perhaps by introducing an interactive activity, offering words of encouragement, or simply pausing to address students' concerns. This ability to read the rooms helps create a positive and emotionally supportive atmosphere, promoting a learning environment where students feel safe, understood, and motivated. In addition to enhancing teacher-student interactions, emotional AI can support students in developing self-awareness, a core aspect of social-emotional learning. Self-awareness involves recognizing one's emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and values, allowing individuals to make choices that align with their personal goals and well-being. Emotional AI can act as a mirror, helping students become more conscious of their emotional responses and how these emotions impact their learning. For example, during a particularly challenging assignment, a student may feel stressed or frustrated but may not fully recognize or understand these emotions. By providing gentle feedback, such as a notification indicating elevated stress levels, emotional AI encourages students to take a moment to reflect on their emotions. This feedback can be complemented by strategies for emotional regulation, such as taking deep breaths, stepping away briefly, or using positive self-talk, empowering students to take control of their emotional well-being. A unique aspect of emotional AI is its potential to facilitate empathy both between students and in the student-teacher relationship. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, is a foundational skill for building strong, positive relationships. In a classroom setting, emotional AI can help students recognize and respond to the emotions of their peers, fostering an environment of mutual understanding and respect. For instance, a collaborative project could be augmented with AI that provides real-time feedback on group dynamics, alerting students if a peer seems disengaged or frustrated. This information prompts students to check in with each other, ask supportive questions, or offer assistance, teaching them to recognize emotional cues and respond empathetically. Over time, this process builds empathy as a practice skill, not just an abstract concept, helping students become more considerate and collaborative individuals. Emotional AI's role in SEL is also invaluable for promoting resilience and perseverance, particularly in the face of academic challenges. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue pursuing goals, is crucial for lifelong learning and success. In a traditional classroom, a student facing repeated failures or difficulties might feel discouraged, potentially losing motivation to engage with challenging material. Emotional AI, however, can identify signs of declining confidence or increased frustration, intervening to provide encouragement or tailored support. For example, a student struggling with a complex science concept might receive a message from the AI offering motivational feedback, such as, "Keep going. This concept takes time to master, but you're making progress." This positive reinforcement, coupled with targeted assistance, helps students see challenges as growth opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles, fostering a resilient mindset. However, while emotional AI holds enormous promise for SEL, it also raises ethical and privacy considerations, particularly regarding data collection and emotional interpretation. Emotional AI relies on collecting and analyzing sensitive data, such as facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language, which could potentially be intrusive if not handled responsibly. Schools and AI developers must prioritize transparency and consent, ensuring that students and parents are fully informed about what data is being collected and how it will be used. Additionally, educators should have access to clear guidelines and training on how to interpret and use emotional data responsibly, avoiding any actions that might infringe on students' privacy or emotional autonomy. Another critical consideration is the accuracy of emotional recognition technology, which, while advancing, is still not perfect. Emotions are complex and nuanced, and people express and interpret them differently based on culture, personality, and individual differences. For example, a student may appear withdrawn or reserved due to cultural norms, but an AI system without this context might interpret this as disengagement. Misinterpretations could lead to inappropriate interventions, potentially undermining the effectiveness of emotional AI in supporting SEL. To address this, developers are working on creating systems that account for cultural and individual variations, as well as incorporating feedback loops that allow students and teachers to correct or clarify the AI's interpretations. Ensuring the accuracy and cultural sensitivity of emotional AI is essential for building trust and achieving meaningful outcomes in SEL. As emotional AI continues to develop, its integration into SEL has the potential to evolve even further, supporting a more holistic approach to education. Imagine a future where emotional AI collaborates with students, educators, and even parents to create a comprehensive support network around each student. In this vision, emotional AI could become part of a multifaceted approach to SEL, where students set personal growth goals, receive regular feedback on their progress, and engage in activities designed to build specific emotional skills, such as mindfulness or conflict resolution. Teachers, too, would receive support in managing their own emotional well-being, as AI systems could offer insights into classroom dynamics, workload stressors, and methods for fostering a positive learning environment. By extending emotional intelligence across all levels of the educational ecosystem, emotional AI could contribute to creating schools that are not only academically rigorous but also emotionally enriching. The role of emotional AI in SEL highlights a broader shift in education, a recognition that learning is not solely about intellectual achievement, but also about personal development and well-being. By helping students cultivate emotional intelligence, resilience, and empathy, emotional AI prepares them not only for academic success but for life beyond the classroom. These are the qualities that equip students to face challenges, build meaningful relationships, and contribute positively to society. In a world where emotional intelligence is increasingly valued in both personal and professional realms, integrating emotional AI into SEL represents a forward-thinking approach to education that recognizes the whole student. In conclusion, emotional AI offers a groundbreaking approach to supporting SEL, providing real-time insights, personalized feedback, and empathetic interactions that deepen students' emotional and social skills. By fostering self-awareness, resilience, empathy, and interpersonal connection, emotional AI creates a more inclusive and supportive learning environment where students are empowered to become not only better learners but also better individuals. As we continue to explore AI's role in education, the integration of emotional AI into SEL promises to bring about an era where emotional well-being is given the attention it deserves alongside academic achievement. Chapter 8: AI for Special Education: Opportunities for Inclusivity. Education is a fundamental right, yet for millions of students with disabilities or diverse learning needs, access to an inclusive, supportive learning environment has long been a challenge. Traditional education systems, while striving to provide accommodations, often fall short in meeting the unique requirements of each student. Special education, a field dedicated to supporting students with disabilities, learning differences, and developmental challenges, relies heavily on individualized support, tailored strategies, and adaptive resources. Unfortunately, the resources and time available to educators in traditional settings are often limited, which can hinder the level of support provided to these students. Artificial intelligence, AI, however, is beginning to transform special education by providing tools that offer customized support, enhance accessibility, and foster an environment where every student has the opportunity to thrive. At the heart of AI's impact on special education is its ability to personalize the learning experience for each student. Unlike conventional tools, AI can adapt in real time to a student's progress, challenges, and unique learning style, creating a dynamic learning environment that responds to individual needs. For instance, consider a student named Emma, who has dyslexia and struggles with reading comprehension. In a traditional classroom, Emma might rely on additional reading support or modified assignments, but these accommodations may not fully address her needs or provide her with the tools to work independently. An AI-driven learning app tailored to students with dyslexia, however, could support Emma by offering real-time text-to-speech capabilities, phonetic breakdowns of complex words, and visual aids to reinforce her understanding. Additionally, the app could adjust the pace and level of difficulty based on Emma's responses, ensuring that she isn't overwhelmed and can proceed with confidence. This level of responsiveness provides Emma with an accessible and customized learning experience that empowers her to participate actively and independently. One of the most promising applications of AI in special education is assistive technology, tools designed to help students overcome specific barriers to learning. For students with physical disabilities, for example, AI-powered assistive devices can enable greater independence and engagement. Imagine a student with limited mobility, such as Carlos, who finds it challenging to participate in written assignments. With AI-enabled speech recognition technology, Carlos can dictate his answers, allowing him to complete assignments without relying on traditional writing. Similarly, students with visual impairments can benefit from AI-powered screen readers, which convert text into spoken words, making digital materials more accessible. AI not only empowers these students to engage with content independently but also fosters a sense of self-confidence and ownership over their learning, as they can access resources in a way that best suits their abilities. AI's role in special education goes beyond individual adaptations. It extends to creating inclusive learning environments where students with diverse needs can thrive together. In traditional classrooms, students with disabilities are often separated or placed in specialized programs, sometimes leading to social isolation and a lack of opportunities for peer interaction. AI, however, facilitates inclusive practices by enabling personalized support within mainstream classrooms, allowing students with disabilities to participate alongside their peers. For instance, an AI-powered system might provide real-time prompts or visual cues on a student's tablet to guide them through a classroom activity, helping them stay engaged without requiring the teacher's constant intervention. This allows students with special needs to follow the same curriculum as their classmates, promoting a sense of belonging and community. By bridging the gap between special and general education, AI helps create an educational environment where diversity is valued and every student can contribute. Beyond in-class support, AI offers valuable tools for educators, providing insights that can enhance their understanding of each student's needs and progress. Special education teachers often spend significant time and effort developing individualized education plans, IEPs, which outline specific goals, accommodations, and strategies for each student. These plans require careful monitoring and frequent updates to ensure that they remain aligned with the student's development. AI systems can streamline this process by collecting and analyzing data on each student's performance, identifying areas of improvement or challenges, and generating recommendations for tailored strategies. For example, an AI-driven platform might alert a teacher if a student is consistently struggling with a particular math concept, suggesting targeted exercises or alternative teaching methods. By providing real-time data and insights, AI reduces the administrative burden on educators, allowing them to focus more on direct support and instruction. Furthermore, AI's ability to analyze vast amounts of data can lead to early identification and intervention for students who may have undiagnosed learning disabilities or developmental challenges. In many cases, students with conditions like ADHD, dyslexia, or autism spectrum disorder may go undiagnosed for years, leading to academic difficulties and frustration. AI-powered diagnostic tools can analyze patterns in a student's behavior, attention span, and academic performance, flagging potential signs of a learning disability that may warrant further evaluation. For instance, a student who consistently shows difficulty in reading comprehension across various contexts might trigger an alert in the AI system, prompting the teacher to investigate further and consider a referral for assessment. Early detection is crucial in special education, as timely intervention can significantly improve outcomes by providing students with the resources and support they need from an early age. In addition to supporting students with diagnosed disabilities, AI is also beneficial for students with mild or temporary challenges, such as language barriers or anxiety. For instance, a student who speaks English as a second language, ESL, might struggle with language-specific instructions or cultural references within the curriculum. AI-driven translation tools can assist these students by providing immediate translations and context-based explanations, helping them keep up with lessons and participate in classroom discussions. Similarly, for students who experience test anxiety or social anxiety, AI-based SEL tools can offer real-time emotional support, such as reminders to take deep breaths, encouraging messages, or even gentle prompts to engage in self-calming techniques. These supportive features create a more inclusive learning environment where all students feel understood and valued, regardless of their specific challenges. Despite its significant benefits, the use of AI in special education also raises important ethical and practical considerations. Privacy is a primary concern, as AI systems often rely on extensive data collection to personalize learning and support. Special education data is particularly sensitive, as it may include information on a student's medical history, cognitive abilities, and emotional well-being. Schools and AI developers must implement strict data protection measures, ensuring compliance with regulations such as the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, in the United States and the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in the European Union. Transparency and parental consent are essential, as families need to feel confident that their child's data is secure and that it is being used responsibly. Another consideration is the potential over-reliance on AI in special education. While AI can offer valuable support, it cannot replace the human qualities that are crucial in special education, such as empathy, patience, and the ability to adapt to unexpected challenges. Special education teachers are trained to understand the nuanced needs of each student, often forming close, supportive relationships that foster trust and confidence. AI, despite its technological sophistication, cannot replicate this human connection. Therefore, AI should be viewed as a complement to, rather than a substitute for, human instruction. By supporting educators in their efforts, AI can enhance the learning experience without diminishing the essential role of the teacher. Looking to the future, the potential of AI in special education is vast. As technology continues to evolve, we may see AI systems that are even more capable of understanding and adapting to diverse learning needs. Imagine an AI system that can not only track a student's progress but also recognize emotional cues, social interactions, and nonverbal expressions, offering a truly holistic approach to special education. In such a system, a student with autism spectrum disorder might receive prompts for social interactions during group activities, while a student with ADHD could receive structured reminders to maintain focus without feeling singled out. This level of personalization and inclusivity represents the next frontier in special education, where AI helps to break down barriers and promote learning for all students, regardless of their abilities or challenges. Moreover, AI in special education has the potential to foster greater understanding and inclusivity within society. By normalizing the use of AI to support diverse learning needs, schools can help students develop empathy and awareness for their peers' challenges. When all students learn in an environment that embraces diversity, they grow up with a deeper appreciation for the value of inclusivity, carrying these values into their communities and future workplaces. AI, therefore, plays a dual role in special education, not only as a tool for individualized learning but also as a catalyst for social change, helping to build a more inclusive society. In conclusion, AI's role in special education is a transformative force, providing personalized support, enhancing accessibility, and creating opportunities for inclusivity that traditional methods often struggle to achieve. From assistive technology and adaptive learning platforms to early diagnosis and real-time insights, AI enables students with diverse needs to learn, grow, and thrive. While challenges related to privacy, ethics, and human connection remain, careful implementation and responsible practices can ensure that AI continues to serve as a positive influence in special education. As we move forward, AI promises to expand opportunities for all students, making education truly accessible and inclusive, and allowing every student to reach their full potential. Chapter 9: Teacher and AI Collaboration, Reshaping the Educator's Role. In the rapidly evolving landscape of education, the integration of artificial intelligence, AI, has sparked both excitement and concern among educators and policymakers. While AI offers remarkable tools for personalized learning, assessment, and inclusivity, it also raises questions about the future role of teachers. Some worry that AI could diminish or even replace the role of educators, while others envision a future where teachers and AI work in harmony, each enhancing the other's strengths to create a more dynamic, responsive, and effective educational environment. In reality, AI is not a substitute for human teachers. Rather, it is a collaborative partner that can empower educators to focus on what they do best: guiding, inspiring, and supporting students. By relieving teachers of routine tasks, offering insights into student progress, and providing adaptive support, AI frees educators to foster meaningful relationships and cultivate the social, emotional, and intellectual growth of their students. One of the primary ways AI supports teachers is by automating repetitive and time-consuming tasks, such as grading assignments, tracking attendance, and organizing lesson materials. Traditionally, teachers spend a significant portion of their time on these administrative responsibilities, which can detract from the time and energy they have available for instruction and personal interaction with students. AI-powered tools, however, can streamline these processes, allowing teachers to shift their focus to more engaging and impactful activities. For example, an AI-based grading system can evaluate multiple-choice questions, provide feedback on short answers, and even assess aspects of written assignments, such as grammar and structure, within minutes. This not only reduces the teacher's workload but also provides students with faster feedback, enabling them to understand and correct their mistakes promptly. By handling these logistical tasks, AI enhances efficiency and ensures that teachers can dedicate more time to teaching and mentoring. Beyond administrative support, AI also plays a pivotal role in providing teachers with valuable insights into each student's progress, learning style, and needs. In a typical classroom, teachers often face the challenge of managing diverse learning paces and preferences, making it difficult to deliver instruction that resonates equally with all students. AI-powered learning platforms address this issue by continuously gathering data on each student's performance, preferences, and engagement levels. This data is then presented to the teacher in the form of intuitive dashboards or reports, offering a comprehensive view of the class as well as individualized insights. For example, a teacher might see that one group of students excels in analytical tasks but struggles with creative projects, while another group shows the opposite pattern. With these insights, the teacher can adjust their lesson plans, group students strategically, and provide targeted support where it's most needed. AI thus serves as an invaluable diagnostic tool, offering teachers a deeper understanding of each student's unique learning journey. One of the most exciting applications of AI in the classroom is its potential to facilitate differentiated instruction, a teaching method where content, process, and assessments are tailored to students' diverse abilities and learning styles. Differentiated instruction is recognized as an effective approach, but implementing it can be challenging, particularly in large classes. AI, however, makes differentiation more achievable by delivering personalized content and support to each student, allowing teachers to manage a diverse range of learning needs within the same classroom. For instance, an AI-driven learning platform might offer varied instructional methods for a math lesson, providing visual explanations, interactive exercises, or step-by-step tutorials based on each student's preferences. Teachers can then step in to provide additional guidance or address specific questions, knowing that each student is already receiving the foundational support they need. By enabling teachers to reach each student effectively, AI transforms the classroom into a more inclusive and supportive learning environment. AI's role as a collaborator also extends to enhancing student engagement, which is critical for effective learning. Keeping students motivated and engaged is an ongoing challenge, especially in a world where digital distractions are plentiful. AI can help address this by offering insights into students' engagement levels and suggesting personalized strategies to maintain their interest. For example, an AI system might detect when a student appears disengaged during a reading assignment, based on factors such as decreased interaction with the content or slower reading pace. It could then recommend alternative activities, such as a related video or interactive quiz, to reignite the student's curiosity. Teachers can use these insights to adjust their approach in real time, creating a more dynamic classroom environment where engagement is continuously monitored and nurtured. Rather than working against teachers, AI supports their efforts to create a classroom atmosphere where learning is both meaningful and enjoyable. Moreover, AI-powered tools support teachers in managing the social and emotional aspects of learning, which are often as important as academic success. A classroom is not only a place of intellectual development but also a community where students learn to navigate relationships, manage emotions, and develop empathy. AI can assist teachers in fostering this social-emotional growth by providing insights into each student's emotional well-being. For instance, AI-driven emotional analytics can monitor students' facial expressions, voice tones, and behavioral patterns, alerting teachers to signs of stress, anxiety, or disengagement. Armed with this information, teachers can intervene proactively, offering support, encouragement, or guidance as needed. This support might come in the form of one-on-one conversations, group discussions, or activities that encourage teamwork and empathy. By helping teachers stay attuned to the emotional needs of their students, AI enriches the learning environment, ensuring that students feel valued, understood, and supported. A key advantage of teacher-AI collaboration is the ability to create an adaptive and flexible learning environment, one that can respond to the evolving needs of students and the curriculum. Education is not static. New topics, skills, and challenges constantly emerge, requiring educators to adapt their methods and content. AI's capacity for real-time data analysis and feedback enables teachers to adjust their instruction more effectively, keeping pace with both student needs and educational developments. For example, if a group of students in a science class shows particular interest in environmental issues, the AI system could suggest supplementary resources, such as documentaries, articles, or project ideas related to climate change and sustainability. Teachers can then incorporate these resources into their lesson plans, creating a more relevant and engaging curriculum that aligns with students' interests. This adaptability makes learning more meaningful, as it is tailored not only to each student's ability but also to their passions and goals. While AI can provide exceptional support in the classroom, its effectiveness depends on the active engagement and oversight of teachers. Educators are essential to interpreting AI-generated data, personalizing instructional strategies, and fostering a supportive and inclusive classroom culture. AI, despite its advanced capabilities, lacks the empathy, creativity, and contextual understanding that teachers bring to the educational experience. A human teacher understands the subtleties of student dynamics, personal backgrounds, and cultural contexts, enabling them to interpret AI data with a nuanced perspective. For instance, a teacher may recognize that a student's recent decline in engagement is due to personal challenges outside of school, rather than a lack of interest in the material. This level of understanding allows teachers to respond compassionately, offering support that AI alone could not provide. Additionally, teachers are instrumental in guiding students in the responsible use of AI, helping them understand the ethical and practical implications of technology in their learning and lives. As AI becomes more prevalent in education, it is crucial for students to develop a healthy relationship with technology, understanding its benefits, limitations, and potential biases. Teachers play a vital role in facilitating these discussions, encouraging students to think critically about their interactions with AI and emphasizing the importance of digital literacy. For example, a teacher might lead a classroom discussion on how AI-driven recommendations in learning apps are generated, or explore ethical questions around data privacy and algorithmic bias. By cultivating an awareness of AI's impact, teachers empower students to use technology mindfully and responsibly. However, the integration of AI in education also presents challenges, particularly in terms of professional development and training. Effective teacher-AI collaboration requires educators to understand how to use AI tools, interpret data insights, and incorporate AI-driven strategies into their instruction. This demands ongoing training and support, as well as access to resources that help teachers stay updated on AI advancements and best practices. School districts, policymakers, and educational organizations must invest in comprehensive training programs that equip teachers with the skills they need to make the most of AI. By fostering a culture of continuous learning, The education system can ensure that teachers are prepared to work alongside AI, using it as a tool to enhance their teaching rather than a source of apprehension or uncertainty. Looking to the future, the collaboration between teachers and AI holds the potential to reshape education in profound and positive ways. As AI technology advances, we may see the development of even more sophisticated tools that can handle complex, individualized learning paths, offer nuanced emotional support, and provide teachers with deeper insights into each student's growth. Imagine a classroom where every student receives a tailored learning experience that not only meets their academic needs but also aligns with their personal aspirations and emotional well-being. In this vision, teachers serve as facilitators and mentors, guiding students in a learning journey that is both structured by AI and enriched by human interaction. By working together, teachers and AI can create an educational environment that is not only more efficient and adaptable but also more compassionate and inclusive. In conclusion, AI is not a threat to teachers but a collaborator that enhances their ability to educate, inspire, and support students. By automating routine tasks, providing real-time insights, and enabling differentiated instruction, AI empowers teachers to focus on the aspects of teaching that matter most, building relationships, fostering a love for learning, and guiding students toward their fullest potential. However, the success of this collaboration depends on a thoughtful approach that values the unique contributions of both teachers and AI. When balanced with human insight, empathy, and creativity, AI has the power to revolutionize the educational experience, creating classrooms where every student is seen, supported, and empowered to succeed. Chapter 10: Ethical Considerations, Privacy, Bias, and Accountability in AI. As artificial intelligence becomes increasingly integrated into education, it brings with it a host of ethical questions that require careful consideration. While AI offers immense potential to enhance learning, foster inclusivity, and support teachers, its implementation also raises important issues surrounding privacy, bias, accountability, and transparency. Education is a deeply personal and impactful experience, and the tools we use within it, especially those that influence students' learning and development, must be applied responsibly. In this chapter, we explore the ethical dimensions of AI in education, examining the challenges and responsibilities that come with integrating AI into classrooms and the steps educators, policymakers, and developers can take to ensure that AI contributes to a fair, inclusive, and trustworthy educational environment. One of the most pressing ethical issues in AI-driven education is data privacy. AI relies on vast amounts of data to function effectively, using information on students' academic performance, behavioral patterns, and sometimes even emotional responses to tailor learning experiences. This data is invaluable for creating personalized learning paths and providing insights into students' needs, but it also poses risks if not managed properly. Students, parents, and educators are rightly concerned about who has access to this data, how it is stored, and what safeguards are in place to protect it. Schools and developers must comply with strict data protection laws, such as the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, in the United States and the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in the European Union, to ensure that student information is handled with the utmost care and respect. Transparency is key to addressing these privacy concerns. When schools adopt AI technologies, they have a responsibility to clearly communicate what data is being collected, how it will be used, and who will have access to it. Parents and students should be informed about the types of data AI systems collect, such as academic performance metrics, engagement patterns, or emotional cues, and be given a choice to opt out if they prefer. Additionally, it is essential that educational institutions implement robust security measures, such as encryption, secure access protocols, and regular data audits, to protect student information from breaches or unauthorized access. By prioritizing transparency and data security, schools and developers can build trust with students and parents, ensuring that privacy concerns do not undermine the benefits of AI in education. Another critical ethical consideration is the potential for bias in AI algorithms, which can perpetuate or even exacerbate existing inequalities within the educational system. AI algorithms are trained on historical data, which reflects real-world patterns and biases. If the data used to train AI systems is biased, perhaps containing underrepresentation of certain demographics or overemphasis on certain academic metrics, the AI's predictions and recommendations can also become biased. For instance, if an AI-driven assessment tool is trained on data from students in well-resourced schools, it may set expectations or suggest interventions that do not fully account for students in under-resourced schools. Similarly, if certain cultural or linguistic backgrounds are underrepresented in the data, the AI system may misinterpret or undervalue the academic potential of students from these backgrounds. To address these risks, developers and educators must prioritize the creation of inclusive, representative data sets that reflect the diversity of student populations. This means that data used to train AI systems should encompass a wide range of demographic, socioeconomic, and cultural backgrounds, as well as different learning needs and styles. Additionally, AI algorithms should be regularly audited and tested for potential biases, ensuring that their recommendations and assessments are fair and equitable. In cases where bias is identified, corrective measures, such as retraining algorithms with more balanced data or adjusting certain parameters, should be implemented. By actively working to minimize bias, AI in education can contribute to a more inclusive learning environment, where every student's potential is recognized and supported. In addition to privacy and bias, accountability is a crucial ethical consideration in the use of AI in education. As AI takes on more decision-making roles, whether in assessing students' academic progress, suggesting personalized learning paths, or providing feedback, questions arise about who is responsible for the outcomes of these decisions. If an AI-driven assessment tool incorrectly categorizes a student's performance or a learning recommendation doesn't achieve the desired results, who is accountable? Educators? Developers? The AI itself? Clear lines of accountability are essential to ensure that AI is used responsibly and that any potential harm to students is mitigated. One way to address accountability is through the concept of human-in-the-loop, HITL, where AI systems are designed to complement rather than replace human decision-making. In the HITL model, AI provides insights, recommendations, or preliminary assessments, but teachers and administrators retain the authority to make final decisions. For instance, an AI system might flag a student who appears to be struggling with a particular concept, but it is ultimately the teacher who determines the appropriate response, whether it be extra tutoring, adjusted assignments, or a one-on-one conversation. This approach ensures that educators remain actively engaged in the learning process, interpreting AI-generated data within the broader context of each student's unique needs and circumstances. By retaining human oversight, HITL not only preserves accountability but also reinforces the irreplaceable role of teachers in guiding and supporting students. Transparency is also essential for maintaining accountability and trust in AI systems. Teachers, students, and parents should have a clear understanding of how AI algorithms make decisions and the factors they consider. For example, if an AI system recommends a particular learning module or flags a student for additional support, stakeholders should be able to access information about the basis for these recommendations. This transparency allows teachers to evaluate the AI's decisions critically, ensuring that they are appropriate for each student's individual context. Furthermore, developers should provide clear documentation and guidelines that explain the limitations of their AI systems, helping educators understand when and how AI can be relied upon, and when human judgment should take precedence. In addition to accountability, the ethical deployment of AI in education involves a commitment to accessibility. AI has the potential to bridge educational gaps by providing tailored support to students with diverse learning needs, but only if it is accessible to all students, regardless of their socioeconomic background or geographic location. Schools and policymakers must ensure that AI-driven tools do not become exclusive resources available only to well-funded institutions or affluent families. This requires thoughtful allocation of resources and equitable funding models, where AI technology is made available across diverse schools and communities, including those in underserved or rural areas. By making AI accessible to all students, the education system can ensure that technological advancements promote rather than hinder educational equity. An important aspect of accessibility also involves digital literacy, ensuring that both students and educators are equipped with the skills they need to use AI tools effectively and responsibly. As AI becomes more prevalent in classrooms, digital literacy programs should be integrated into the curriculum, teaching students not only how to use AI-driven learning platforms but also how to understand the ethical implications of AI technology. For example, students could learn about data privacy, the potential for algorithmic bias, and the importance of critical thinking when interacting with AI systems. Similarly, teachers should receive professional development to help them interpret AI-generated insights and incorporate them effectively into their instruction. By fostering digital literacy, educational institutions empower both students and teachers to use AI as an informed and conscientious tool, maximizing its benefits while minimizing potential risks. As AI continues to advance, ethical guidelines and regulatory frameworks must evolve alongside it, providing clear standards for the responsible use of AI in education. Policymakers play a critical role in setting these standards, developing regulations that balance innovation with protections for students' rights, privacy, and well-being. Organizations such as UNESCO, the International Society for Technology in Education, ISTE, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, have begun to outline principles for ethical AI in education, emphasizing transparency, accountability, fairness, and inclusivity. These principles serve as a foundation for educational institutions and technology developers, guiding them in the responsible deployment of AI. However, ongoing collaboration between educators, policymakers, developers, and researchers is essential to refine these guidelines and address emerging ethical issues as AI technology evolves. Looking to the future, the ethical considerations surrounding AI in education remind us that technology is only as valuable as the impact it has on human lives. AI has the potential to revolutionize education, making it more personalized, inclusive, and engaging than ever before. However, achieving these benefits requires a balanced approach, one that respects the rights of students, empowers teachers, and promotes a culture of transparency, fairness, and responsibility. By addressing issues of privacy, bias, accountability, and accessibility, we can build an educational system where AI serves as a force for good, supporting the growth and development of every student. In conclusion, as AI becomes a cornerstone of modern education, the ethical responsibilities of educators, developers, and policymakers become increasingly important. By prioritizing privacy, minimizing bias, ensuring accountability, and promoting accessibility, we can create an educational environment where AI complements human insight, fosters equity, and supports students' holistic growth. The journey to ethical AI in education is ongoing, requiring vigilance, adaptability, and a commitment to the values that define a fair and just educational system. As we move forward, It is our responsibility to ensure that AI serves as a tool for empowerment, opening doors to learning and opportunity for all students. Conclusion: the road ahead, future trends and opportunities in AI for education. As we conclude our exploration of artificial intelligence in education, it is clear that AI is not just a fleeting trend. It is a transformative force with the potential to reshape every aspect of the learning experience. From personalized learning paths and intelligent tutoring systems to emotional support and ethical accountability, AI offers a new vision for education, one that is more inclusive, adaptive, and responsive than ever before. However, as with any powerful tool, the integration of AI into education is accompanied by both immense opportunities and significant challenges. In this concluding chapter, we will reflect on the lessons learned, consider the future trends on the horizon, and explore the steps needed to ensure that AI remains a positive, empowering force in education. One of the most exciting future trends in AI for education is the potential for deeper personalization. While current AI systems already offer impressive adaptability, adjusting content based on each student's pace, preferences, and learning style, future advancements promise even greater levels of customization. With the development of more sophisticated algorithms and access to richer data, AI could one day create learning experiences that are so finely tuned that they feel almost handcrafted for each student. Imagine a platform that not only adjusts lesson difficulty but also incorporates a student's interests, career aspirations, and even preferred communication style, creating a holistic learning journey tailored to both the intellect and personality of each learner. This level of personalization could foster a profound connection between students and their studies, making learning more engaging, relevant, and motivating than ever before. Moreover, future AI systems may be capable of integrating interdisciplinary learning, where connections are drawn across different subjects to provide a more cohesive educational experience. For instance, a student learning about environmental science might receive related content in mathematics, such as statistics on global carbon emissions, or in literature, by analyzing environmental themes in classic texts. This interconnected approach not only enhances students' understanding of complex topics but also mirrors real-world problem-solving, where knowledge is rarely siloed but instead requires a blend of skills and perspectives. By breaking down traditional boundaries between subjects, AI could support a more integrated, comprehensive approach to learning that better prepares students for the complexities of modern life and work. The future of AI in education also includes promising developments in virtual and augmented reality, VR and AR, which are increasingly being used in conjunction with AI to create immersive, hands-on learning experiences. While reading about history or science provides valuable knowledge, experiencing these subjects in a simulated environment can make them come alive in new and engaging ways. Imagine a history lesson where students, with the help of VR and AI, can virtually visit ancient civilizations, witnessing daily life in ancient Egypt or exploring the Roman Empire. In science, AR tools might allow students to interact with 3D models of complex molecules or participate in virtual lab experiments, enhancing understanding through direct experience. As VR and AR technology continues to evolve, AI will play a key role in personalizing these immersive experiences, adjusting the content to suit each student's level and learning pace, and creating opportunities for exploration that transcend the limitations of traditional classrooms. Another significant trend on the horizon is the expansion of AI in multilingual and cross-cultural learning environments. As the world becomes increasingly globalized, there is a growing need for educational systems that can bridge linguistic and cultural divides, fostering greater understanding and cooperation among diverse communities. AI-powered language translation, natural language processing, and cultural adaptation tools are opening doors to education for students around the world, regardless of their primary language. In the future, these tools may evolve to not only translate language but to adapt teaching materials in ways that resonate with different cultural perspectives, ensuring that the content is accessible and relatable for all students. This would create a more inclusive, globally minded education system that values diversity and empowers students to succeed in an interconnected world. In addition to expanding access to education, AI has the potential to redefine the nature of assessments, creating more comprehensive and accurate evaluations of student progress. As AI continues to advance, assessments could move beyond static quizzes and tests, evolving into a continuous, data-driven process that tracks cognitive, social, and emotional development. In the future, we might see assessments that measure skills such as creativity, critical thinking, and resilience, qualities that are difficult to quantify with traditional methods but are essential for success in today's rapidly changing world. By providing a more nuanced and holistic view of student development, AI-driven assessments can help educators create personalized growth plans that encourage not only academic achievement but also personal growth and emotional intelligence. The expansion of AI in education also calls for a renewed focus on ethical considerations, particularly regarding privacy, data security, and bias. As AI tools become more sophisticated and embedded in educational settings, the need for ethical oversight and responsible data management will only increase. Future AI systems must be designed with fairness, accountability, and transparency at their core, ensuring that they promote equity and respect students' rights. The development of ethical frameworks, industry standards, and regulatory guidelines will play a crucial role in shaping the future of AI in education, protecting students while enabling innovation. Policymakers, educators, and developers must work collaboratively to establish clear guidelines that prioritize student well-being and ensure that AI serves as a tool for empowerment rather than exploitation. Moreover, the role of educators will continue to evolve as AI becomes more integrated into the classroom. Far from replacing teachers, AI empowers them by automating routine tasks, providing insights into student performance, and enabling personalized support. Teachers will increasingly act as mentors, facilitators, and guides, helping students navigate the AI-augmented learning environment and cultivating the critical thinking and digital literacy skills necessary to interact responsibly with AI. Professional development and training programs will be essential, equipping teachers with the knowledge and skills to leverage AI effectively and to foster a positive, collaborative relationship with technology. As teachers and AI work together, students will benefit from a learning experience that combines the best of human insight and technological precision, creating a classroom environment that is both compassionate and adaptive. Another important opportunity for AI in the future is its potential to enhance lifelong learning, an increasingly vital aspect of education in a rapidly changing world. The traditional model of education, where learning is largely confined to the school years, is no longer sufficient in a society where skills and knowledge need to be updated continuously. AI-powered learning platforms offer flexible, personalized learning opportunities that can extend far beyond the school years, allowing individuals to acquire new skills, explore personal interests, or advance in their careers at any stage of life. Imagine an AI-driven platform that tracks an individual's learning history and suggests new courses, certifications, or skill-building exercises based on their goals and industry trends. This capacity for lifelong learning ensures that education remains relevant, accessible, and adaptable, empowering individuals to thrive in a constantly evolving world. Finally, the future of AI in education opens the door to global collaboration and knowledge sharing on an unprecedented scale. As educational institutions, researchers, and policymakers embrace AI, they are presented with the opportunity to collaborate across borders, sharing insights, data, and best practices to drive continuous improvement. AI can facilitate the creation of global networks, where educators and students from different countries connect, share ideas, and learn from each other. This collaborative approach not only enriches the learning experience but also fosters a sense of global citizenship and cultural understanding, preparing students to participate in an interconnected world. By working together, countries and institutions can harness the power of AI to create a more united, informed, and empathetic global community. In conclusion, the journey of AI in education is just beginning. As we look to the future, the possibilities are vast and inspiring, with opportunities to make education more personalized, inclusive, adaptable, and globally connected. However, realizing this vision requires a thoughtful, ethical approach that prioritizes student well-being, respects privacy, and embraces diversity. By balancing innovation with responsibility, we can create an educational system where AI serves as a catalyst for growth, understanding, and empowerment, equipping every student with the tools they need to succeed in a complex and interconnected world. The road ahead is filled with challenges, but it is also rich with potential. As educators, developers, policymakers, and communities, we have the responsibility to guide the integration of AI in ways that enhance the human experience and enrich the educational journey. By doing so, we can ensure that AI in education becomes a tool not only for academic achievement but for fostering empathy, resilience, and a lifelong love of learning. In this vision of the future, AI and education come together to create a brighter, more equitable world where every student can thrive.